Hey, hey, welcome back. All right, so Leos, in honor of our upcoming final full moon of the year, which also happens to be a super moon that is going to be happening on the 4th of December, I wanted to do something a little bit different. You all know that I love mythology. So, in Chinese mythology specifically, there is a mythological deity named Yu Lao, and he is also known as the man under the moon, old man under the moon. And he is said to be the marriage god. And it's said that he creeps in at night and he ties this red cord between either the ankles or sometimes between the pinky finger and the thumb of individuals that are fated to be together. So it's the red string theory, or the red string of fate or destiny. And in Mandarin, it's the red string theory is referred to as Wan Fen. In Japan, they refer to it as a Kaito. So it comes from Eastern Asia. And I just loved that, like lovely concept. And I wanted to take a look and kind of pay homage to that mythological tale and couple it with the fact that we are coming into a full moon. So this is our full moon message for Leo. A little different than usual, but I thought we should go out with something flashy, right? As that we celebrate the end of this year. So first off, does Leo have someone that they are fated or tied to? We have a Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and we have the Hermit in the reverse. It's not who Leo thinks it is. It's not a particular soulmate that Leo thought. It's somebody that maybe Leo thought it was supposed to be a Virgo, and it's not. Or maybe this is that our Leo has changed so much that they are realizing I have a whole different scenario in my life. Like, I'm not sure yet how to take this. I'm asking, does Leo have somebody? And it says, not the one they think it is. Somebody who's going to suddenly speak up. Maybe somebody that Leo believes is far away and in the past. Somebody that they're like, oh, it's not that person. Maybe it still is, but Leo would never guess it. We have the Devil, which is Capricorn. We have a King of Wands in the reverse. No, there's something murky here where Leo is like, I don't want it to be an ex that's very karmic. So Leo has a karmic tie. And that's who Leo's mind goes to immediately. But that's not who it is. Yes, there is a karmic that is tied to Leo. This is somebody that Leo has probably worked hard to extricate themselves from. But it's somebody that is a lesson, and the lesson is done. And maybe that's why now Leo's about to get a totally different message. I say that because the time of silence is over. The time of like avoiding a karmic, the time of letting go of somebody else that was very attached to Leo and vice versa is coming to a close. And I almost think this is going to be a stunner because Leo's like, yeah, I know who I was attached to. It was a freaking karmic. And it's like, no, it's not them. Page of Wands, Leo. I almost think Leo's going like, what? Wait a minute, you mean it's not them? In this story, no, it's not. It's not who this Leo thought it was. Now it's like, well, I'm all ears. Oh, thank God, it's not some karmic toxic ex. No. 10 of Pentacles. It's somebody that already clicks in Leo's like family. And to me, family is many, many things, right? Family is the group of people that we welcome into our world. So it's somebody that Leo thinks fondly of. It's obviously not a family member. It's somebody that would be in, we call our family I always refer to you guys as family. If I put up a post, I always say, hey, family, because it is like the Regretless Life family. It's those of us moving in this collective. That's how I see family. So it's somebody already in Leo's collective that they already clearly have a nice rapport back and forth with. Hang on just a second. I know I have the world's biggest mugs. That's because it is easier than constantly having to go and get refills of my tea. And I have to drink a lot because of my asthma. So it just keeps me from coughing so much. We have a 7 of Wands. Leo's like racking their freaking brain. Who is it? Who is it? How about we just look at them? Because we can see Leo's getting like, I don't know, I'm not sure about this. I can't figure out who it would be. And I'm getting a little bit like, maybe I don't want to be fated to somebody. Maybe I want my independence. Look, nobody, just because there might be like an energetic, red string between Leo's pinky finger and someone else's thumb, it doesn't mean that Leo has to like interact, be with this person, right? There's always still free will. But again, for the purpose of the mythological tale, we do have somebody here that Leo is connected to, that's already in their collective. So as we look at them, we have the Tower. They are very special. Six of Wands, I say that. This is a very special person. We have this diamond, or maybe it's a UFO that is hovering right above Uluru. If you guys don't know this, I had just done a video series for Uluru. Oh gosh, let me see if I can make a note to myself to make sure that I post that one for you, Leo. I'll hopefully make it pop up at the end of your video here. Every time I say I'll do that, I always forget by the end of the video, so forgive me. But you can find it in the Leo playlist as well. But it's so crazy that we have Uluru, so I think definitely Leo needs to go back and watch the Uluru message. And I can't even remember what that one was, other than it started out with a location. And so in any case, with the Tower, we're talking about them right now, and we see this hovering, like, incredible amount of energy, or we have this incredible amount of, I mean, again, if this could be a UFO, but the location, Uluru, in Northern Territory, Australia, is a very sacred site, and it's known to like change colors, depending on the different times of the day or in different seasons. It's this massive, massive rock that extends deep into the earth as well. But above ground, it reaches like 1,100 feet. It's like 5.8, is it miles perimeter? I mean, it's massive. And the indigenous aboriginals that are like the custodians of this area, like they have tons of like spiritual and mythological connection to this, and creation stories and creation beings. Every line and rock and fissure means something. So I don't know if there is a person from Australia that is Leo's. Somebody has a dog. There's a little dog, and then my bigger dog responded. And bear in mind, as we're talking about Australia, I have a blue heeler. That's who you hear barking, is my Aries. And of course, the Tower is Aries. So maybe there is a strong Aries, and maybe there's a connection to Australia. But I'm asking about them. Leo, who is the person that Leo's connected to? And we have a Six of Wands. I don't know if maybe that they're not Australian, but maybe somehow Leo connected to this person. Maybe there were Australian people chit-chatting with Leo when they met. Maybe there was a first date. I don't know if somebody gave a rose to Leo, or the color red could be really important here as well. But there is this energy here where they either felt incredible about Leo and they dropped their guard. This is somebody who was like very humbled by meeting Leo. We have an Ace of Swords. We have a Nine of Wands. Very humbled by meeting Leo, but at the same time, it made them feel safe to be around Leo. And then I know this is going to sound contradictory, but in the next breath, it also made them realize that they have some hurdles to get over. Almost like, let's say they saw Leo's confidence and they were like, oh my God, this Leo is smashing. I mean, they're just powerful and they're confident, and they don't have any of my inhibitions or fears. They make me feel safe around them. But it highlighted the fact that this person had their own wounds and fears and their own hurdles to get over. And I think it is because Leo came across as so powerful. So this is somebody that was wowed by Leo. And maybe that's why Leo doesn't have this person on their radar, because sometimes when people are blown away, they are less apt to like convey that. They don't necessarily walk up and be like, hi, you're really amazing, I'm really blown away. So I could see that would be something that Leo wouldn't necessarily know. We have a 10 of Wands for them. We have the 9 of Cups sideways for them. Leo was hugely inspirational for them. And it's like, someday when I'm, all grown up, I'm going to match Leo's frequency. This is somebody who was, I think that they put Leo a bit on a pedestal. I have no idea if Leo was aware of that. Can we go back to that component of the story? Does Leo have any inkling now of who this character is? Eight of Cups, Hanged Man. Leo's like, well, that's the person who walked away from me. I wouldn't have thought of them as, the person I'm tied to in any way, because I thought they severed the tie with me. At minimum, they walked away and have stayed away. Leo may look at them as somebody who was like, they never knew what went on. They think this person was like dreamscape. Like sometimes I wonder if that was even real. I thought that they were kind of scared or something and they ran away from me and they've stayed hidden, like, like scared like a rabbit almost. They were impressed with Leo and then they may have backed away. This is no wonder Leo's like, oh, I didn't think of it being them. They've run from me. I mean, how would I think that that's the person? Eight of Cups. This deck, accidentally, I blended one of these in because this is the deck I'm shuffling and this is the deck that something fell out of. So we're really supposed to see that Eight of Wands, right? We got it. The Eight of Cups, Eight of Cups and Eight of Cups. I don't know why I was trying to say wands. The double dose of this. Leo's like, I mean, we walked away from each other. After they walked away from me and stayed away, I walked away as well. So this is not the karmic ex. This is somebody Leo is like, I literally have had no contact with them. They walked away. Then I turned around and walked away. And I think Leo got like the truth here. I don't know if this person liked a certain kind of beverage. This is kind of like a cappuccino or a hot chocolate mug or something, but we have Leo. Leo could have traveled, could have moved since they knew this person as well. Leo's road of life has taken them definitely to a different location from when they knew this person once upon a time. This person may have had lovely hair, like kind of like naturally had some wave to it or something. Leo might have liked this person when they had longer hair in particular, but no wonder Leo's like, them? How could it be them? They moved away from me. We have the Devil in the reverse and the Page of Wands upright. This is not somebody that Leo holds in like, oh, they were toxic, they were terrible. It's, again, Leo sees them as like a rabbit, a hare, maybe a bit of a magician, maybe somebody that Leo's like, I really haven't thought about them in a very long time. No, I don't have like horrible memories of this person, but honestly, it's more of like a curiosity. I haven't been obsessed over them and I didn't think horrible thoughts of them, but we certainly parted ways a long time ago. And now, I don't know, it's kind of like piquing Leo's interest perhaps a bit. Let me just ask this. Is Leo even supposed to be aware of this yet? Or is this kind of hidden away? Like this is not really for Leo's eyes yet. Hierophant and Six of Wands sideways. Maybe this is a time where Leo's starting to become like having memories of this person pop into their head just a little bit, maybe bizarrely having like a murky daydream, or how every once in a while somebody just pops into our head and it's like, God, I haven't thought of that person in ages. I wonder what they're still doing, in my memory bank. They certainly are having some kind of an awakening, but we technically do have two people sitting on either side of, kind of what I would classify as the universe. And we have this beam of light opening up, kind of similar to the beam of light that we have over here, hovering above Uluru. I don't get to pick the cards. This is what comes out, but we certainly see like crown chakras opening. Maybe this is for Leo as well. That Six of Wands is back. Both people are in a better place. Leo is feeling successful. This person is feeling successful. Now that I think Leo can breathe easy and be like, oh, thank God it's not an ex. It's not a karmic. And it's like, no, it's not the King of Wands in the reverse. This person is totally different. Although they are somebody who didn't stick around. And again, they could have been an Aries, but this person is quite special. Hang on, we have a card. I can feel it. It doesn't belong. This is itty bitty one. Obviously, wrong deck, wrong size, but that is a Queen of Cups. There could be love here. I'm going to put that card off to the side. Let me just ask, universe, what is it that Leo would need to know about this connection? Ace of Swords, Nine of Wands. That probably Leo sat down and had dinner with this person at some point. They may have had a very meaningful conversation just one moment where that's where the bond was like aware or made aware. There was something, if Leo thinks back, they'll probably remember some kind of very true comment that was made. And it was like, wow, I just met the real version of them. I met the wounded version, I met the authentic version, and vice versa. I think Leo and this person had one morsel of like something very, like all guards were dropped and some real truth was spoken. And I think that is where these two, have like that moment exists in time where they met the real versions of each other. Universe, is this relationship about to come back into a union? Is this a time frame where these two are like getting closer together, or do they simply exist on this earth knowing that the other one is like a real, oh, what's that song, real human being? I think they played the track, and I can't think who sings it. I want to say like the Motels or something, but I don't think it's the Motels. The Motels, I think, sing Total Control Over You. But there was a film called Drive with, what's that boy? I can't think of his name right now. Blonde boy. He played the Barbie movie, whatever his name is. He's in that movie called Drive. The only reason I'm describing all this is because there's several different movies called Drive. But the one that he's in, I can't think of his name. Anyway, that song, Real Human Being, is played. It's in that soundtrack to that film called Drive with whoever that man is who played Ken in the Ken and Barbie movie. Sorry, I can't think of his name. We have the Hermit and we have the Five of Swords. If anything, I said, is this connection coming back anytime soon? And it says, no, we have a journey still. We have a journey, and it's a journey of trying to like sift through and get one's like frustrations out. I feel like somebody walks a lot when they are frustrated, and it says, look, the Hermit's journey can be over as soon as somebody's done, right? And a 5 is a number of change. Is it happening though, like right now? No. We still have somebody that is seeking truth, that's out there walking or wandering, that is trying to, kind of find wisdom, Confucius, or, like seeking some kind of answers. We have the Devil, and we keep having frustration, irritation, anger. Where's that coming from? I'm sorry, there's something I'm not getting here, because we had an awakening. 3 of Pentacles. We have like an awakening, but it's coupled with like kind of pissed offedness, where just a second ago I was like, oh, characters are feeling pretty good. They're feeling pretty successful. And then I ask, are these two coming together pretty soon? And it's like, the dust is still settling, because we have frustration. This could be that somebody is pissed, like, how come I couldn't have already been with Leo? Somebody's pissed that it's been wasted time. I don't know if it's them or if it's Leo, but okay, that gives us a whole new spin on this. Somebody's pissed that they've been out here on their own for too long when they already made a nice connection. maybe this is them, maybe this is Leo, but it's like, oh my God, this is, I've always wanted to like have somebody by my side, or I've always wanted to come back to Leo. That was the one person I could drop my guard with. So why did it take me so long to come back around to this? This is somebody pissed over like wasted time. But I don't think anything was wasted. I think this is a journey that had to be taken, especially because I don't think Leo even realized that this person could be their forever person. This is like 2 people meet. They actually have a connection, and then they go different routes. I'm picturing like the infinity symbol. I'm picturing the figure 8. We have to go away sometimes to be able to come back to the middle. That's the best way I could say that. That's burned into my head right now. We're going to leave this one here. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Bye.